Welcome back to my Pleasantview Rotation series. This is episode 4, in which Nina Caliente gets a fresh start. So the bio that I added reads as follows. Nina has been overlooked for far too long. Always the more convenient sister, always in Dina's shadow. Now it is time she chose her own path. And the house that I've chosen for her is actually this little townhouse. It has 1 bathroom and 1 bedroom. So we are starting it up. And of course, as we get into the game, we'll have to renovate the house a little bit, transform it to fit Nina Caliente's character a little bit more. Alright, it's a neat little house. I'm already missing some trees. Alright, immediately she has things that she would like to have. She's not tied down to any specific career that she would like to choose, so we can actually do quite a lot with her. So she is really happy to move out after that fight, and she moved into the house. So I'm gonna show it now the way that it looks like before renovations. So pretty simple, and you can see the separate video for the renovation itself, because I am excited to start with a playthrough. Here we are, we come back from the renovation and it is done. I decided to wait a little bit with the greenery because her budget is not so high. Let's get her some aspiration benefits. I think since she does have to go to work, it is good to focus on that and a little bit of comfort. I hope that Mr. Humble arrives as well and brings the computer. Alright, here is the newspaper person. Entertainment, no. Law enforcement, no. Slacker career, absolutely. I think that goes well with her. It's very surprising to see it, by the way, because that is one of the careers that appears not so often. Nice. Mr. Humble actually appeared. Let's open that computer and place it as well. Because why not? Or should I do... Does she actually need a computer? Maybe it is better to just get a bookcase and something else. Yeah, I think that is better. Alright, let's see what kind of bookcases there are. See, with the renovations and everything, there's always things that you either miss or still need to add. I am kind of satisfied with her having this little separate nook for a workspace. Oh, and actually, we now have some money for a little bit of greenery. I think I'll just go with a birch tree. I feel like this kind of house would have birch trees around. Ooh, I do like the willows. It is a willow, isn't it? Yeah. I do like a willow. Alright, let's make it fit. When I was playing as a child, I always used to hate it when the ground was not completely green. But now I do find it logical. I don't know why that was. I feel like it just looked not tidy to me or something, and I wanted to tidy it. Let's see if there's like a cheap sink, because we don't have a sink right now. Not at all. Alright, let's take this one. I'm not a fan of it, but we do need to have a sink of some sort. Here, let's do like this. Alright. Now, she actually has something useful here. Oh, Dina. Really? Oh no. Oh nice, she actually started this on her own. Not so far so good. I am looking forward to giving her a lot more skills on like baking and stuff. I think that that's gonna be a really cool addition to the neighborhood, to have her own bakery. I think Gilbert Jacquet is actually the one who owns the bakery, so it is interesting that he showed up right now. Well, let's make his acquaintance. I mean, who knows? Perhaps. And also, he's definitely not a neighbor. Oh, she also is definitely not a neighbor. I think Dreamer is the only house even remotely in the area. Pleasant House, I feel like Dreamer House is like closer to the Goth house. And that's not in the area. Not on this side at least. Nope. These are more of the public places. It's also one of the reasons why I chose to place her house here, close to like public places, because I feel like if she would open a bakery at her own house, so maybe like an additional little spot right here or right here, that would be logical, being closer to the main street. Let's see. I think she is a pretty good host, and I think that she would make them some food, even though she doesn't like this guy. Does she like this guy? She hasn't really tried it out. Alright, she did get a cooking skill. Well, this could be interesting. She also rolled the... Okay. Darren, aren't you busy with Cassandra? What is this with Pleasantview men always trying to hit on the same women? Okay, Darren is trying too hard over there. Okay. It's like, what the hell? She tried the sports activity, and I think that since it is enlightened like this is her preferred hobby. So some Sims are, well, all Sims are naturally gravitating towards some type of hobby. And that is hidden until the point that they try that hobby. And then it will be easier for them to also get into it. And they get better at it much faster than the rest of the hobbies. So since this time around I'm not planning to have her end up with Don Lothario, I am really trying to expand her world here. Observe other options, and not necessarily like relationship-wise, but perhaps more so friendships, work, things like that. This laugh reminds me of that one series on Netflix. What's the name? The Girl from Nowhere? Girl from Nowhere? It's very forced. Alright. Tell all of them to leave. Finish this piece of bread that someone left. Since she likes the nature and she does still have some energy, I'll let her catch some bugs under the willow. Who is this? Toby Bial. I have no idea who that is. Oh, nice. These things, when they pop up, that's really useful as well. So, oh hey Nina, you seem like a pretty insightful person. I'm developing a new product and I'd be interested to hear your feedback on it. Here's a free sample for you to mess around with. Nice. Those are the best things. I wonder what she got. Oh, wow. That is amazing. So this is either a great investment, which she doesn't really have space for right now, or, and that is something that we usually do, ta-da, and she has much more money now to invest. So things, whatever your name is, oh here, there he was. Thanks, Toby. Alright, what could we do still? We could definitely add some kind of television here. This one makes sense. It's not as big, it makes this into its separate corner. She doesn't really need more space than space for two to have food. And then if anything, I can change that up later as well. I can add also rooms and things like that. Dirty clothes piles. Let's see, for some decorations, perhaps that is something that is nice to add here. There we go. That already looks better. I would like to add a proper sink. So, and also to the kitchen, that is also always nice to add. Darren with his bugs. Let's see, let's add a nice one like this. right here. Then let's add this one. These are very charming, I find. Alright, and oh, if this one fits, that would be great. I prefer these ones the most. The problem with them, though, is that the toilet and the sink don't always really work together in the same space if there is a very specific bathtub like that. Well, we can only try it out, right? Let's see which one is the one to go. This one. Alright, and we still have 2,500 almost. I think I'm gonna just put those curtains after all. Alright, there we go. That TV was very useful. I mean, who needs a TV like that? Especially if you live in a house like this, why would you need a TV that expensive if you're like in a little box like this? Alright, she is about to go to work. There we go, she made it on time. Alright, so Nina Caliente got a promotion. Nina has been promoted to gas station attendant. The hours are doable, the pay is pretty lousy. On occasion you find yourself with odd headaches which result from the fumes, but hey, you've got all the delights of the snack cake and magazine racks right at your fingertips. Enjoy. So she now works from 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. starting immediately. Oh, so she can potentially work today as well, if it's her workday. And she brought home 154 and got a bonus of 308. And it is in fact her workday, so today we are working 2 shifts. I'd let her clean up a bit. And then I would like to focus on that one skill that she needs to get. Mechanical. And of course, the mailman is here. Oh my god. The cockroaches in this game is just brutal. Just a little vision board here. A lot of relationship stuff. Alright, she gained that point. Go get rid of the cockroaches. If you can. All these stupid people coming over and just knocking over her trash can. Get a life, people. So Nina is about to, well, continue her workday, I guess. Before that, I would like her to sleep still so that she has a lot of energy for her job. And we do have to adjust the bathroom after all, because the bathroom did something weird, as I expected it to. Here we go. Let's see if that works. Oh, let's see who's calling. Again? Alright, she has to sleep a bit before she goes to work. These stupid trash cans always. Let me guess. You are so unpredictable. Great. Okay, time to go to work again. I hope she gets a promotion again, that would be nice. Oh, she might. Ooh, nice. Nina has been promoted to convenience store clerk. The customers are considerably less wealthy than those in your last job, but there's plenty of free soda pop and candy bars. Not a bad trade. Besides, all your friends can hang out at the store late in the evening and read the comics while you pretend to work. All 2 friends? Perhaps Kaylin Langorak and Dina Caliente could go and turn over trash cans there? And at least no one left burning poop on her doorstep yet. Which happens. Alright, charisma we can deal with right here. And she, for now, she has energy for that. Let's hope that 1 skill point is enough. Alright, and now she can continue with the rest. So taking a shower, toilet, and sleeping. So the point is that she collects enough money to be able to open her own bakery. And in the meantime, she's building up her culinary skill to be able to actually bake. In this slacker career, you can get promotions quite easily. I think at some point you need to really work hard on your connections and the network. So that is one thing that is a little bit trying. But for the rest, I think the most annoying career with that is education, because in education career, the highest levels, you really have to go crazy with the connections. And then another one like that is journalism. But I think with the slacker career, you don't really have to get so many, or maybe that's how I'm remembering it. But I don't think that that one is as crazy. Look at this little house. This is so cute. So, another promotion. She's hustling. So Nina has been promoted to record store clerk. Nothing but tunes all day long, man. While you'll need to boost your charisma to maintain this cushy job, there's no easier way to get paid to listen to your favorite music all day long. So, and her paycheck is growing. So this time around, she won't be able to go to work the second time, unfortunately. And she does also need new equipment to be able to grow her skills. But before that, we will rake some leaves, since she can actually call it a day today. I do always like this need that they have to rake the leaves. But then at the same time, it does get tedious sometimes. If you don't rake them on time, then dogs will just start playing in them, random sims will come over and start playing in them, your sims will play in them. There's like no responsibilities in this game. Everyone just does whatever they want to do. It does help also that she likes nature now. Perhaps at some point she could also grow her own vegetables for her pies and everything. Let's make sure that she does have those curtains, because this is bothering me. And then this one can be... Oh, this is nice as well. Oh yeah, she did need an easel. Spaghetti at midnight? Sure. Oh, she wants to go on a hike. Whoops. It's interesting that they do eat that. Well, it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. This music is way too intense. Alright, and let's pay some more stuff. Honestly, this is much easier than Sims 1. I think Sims 1 was just trying to survive. Trying to keep your Sims alive was so much more difficult. Oh, look at that, she can already serve dessert. Let's do that. So she can practice a little bit. It does look funny when it's jello. Okay, put away leftovers and go to sleep. Oh, perhaps she can still pick up the phone, which is definitely not going anywhere. Oh, this guy's really hitting on her. Alright, so she is going to sleep, and I think we will call it a day. So this was Nina Caliente's 4-5-ish days in Pleasantview. She has gotten quite a few promotions since she got her job like 3 days ago. She got 3 promotions. She is definitely positive about the future. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and tune in next time.